Alright guys, what's up? Welcome back. What is up? Welcome back. Triumph Speed Triple 1200 RS. Just got gas, 2.5 gallons, $15. Oh my goodness. Anyways, gonna go out today. Gonna go ride by myself. I'm gonna go practice it in some apexes. You know, I need to work on my riding. It's always good to go out and practice. Today I feel like practicing apexes. Sometimes I rush corners and I want to not do that anymore. So let's change my ride mode here. Let's go to track. Alright. You know, it's always good to go out and practice. You know, like I said, today I'm going to do apexes. You know, practice being smooth on the throttle, practice braking, whether you use front brake or rear brake, practice trail braking. There's a lot of things to work on. You can practice your riding position. And today I feel like apexes. You know, I've been rushing corners and I need to learn to be patient and wait for the corner. So I used to ride Granite Road a lot, especially on my R6, but after the wreck I was without a sport bike for a while, so you know, I really couldn't go rip it. It's not the same as riding my Bolt, so I don't really know the road. So what I'm doing is I'm rushing myself into the corners. You know, I'm anticipating the corner too soon, so I'm just going to spend today working on that. Let's see if I can't, you know, relearn a little bit of the road. Probably not going to go all the way up into Glenville. You know, probably just maybe go up to the halfway point, maybe a little bit farther. But yeah, it's just going to be a good day out by myself practicing. Red lights, red lights, red lights. Turn green for me, pretty please. Will you turn green for me, pretty please? Turn green for me, pretty please. Please turn green. Listen, it worked. You gotta be careful getting on the on-ramp. You know, you can't just jump on your bike and hit the freeway and see the corner for the on-ramp and just haul ass on it. Your tires aren't warm. It's a good way to wash out. Get this bad boy up into 6th gear and save my gas. I just spent $15 on 2.5 gallons. It's ridiculous. I remember, so I turned 18 in 2008. When I was in high school, you know, gas was probably like $2 a gallon, maybe a little bit over. Now I remember them saying, oh well, gas prices are going to go up. And they went up to $5 really fast, and I was like, man, this is crazy. And then, you know, they kind of stayed up around the $4 to the high $3 mark. And I never thought we'd really see $2 gas prices again. But with the last administration, you know, we got our gas prices down to almost like $1.99, I want to say. The low twos for sure, low $2 for sure. It's crazy, but you know, I guess it's what do they say, Putin's economy? Whatever. So there's some things I want to do for the channel. I want to post. I want to do more vlogging with my girl. We've been kind of busy with work, so I haven't really had a chance to get her on the back and go on rides like we used to. A lot of times we'll wake up early in the morning and go ride at breakfast somewhere, you know, like out in the mountains around here, and then come back. So, you know, I kind of want to get her perspective for this bike, for the Speed Triple, what she thinks being on the back of it. I just kind of get her perspective, see if this bike is good for riding 2 up. So as far as the suspension, I think that's gonna kind of suck. But I can't see it being too bad to where it's like, oh no, I don't want to ride on the bike at all. What I think is gonna help a lot is like the quick shifter. You know, riding 2 up, when you shift sometimes, the momentum from getting on the gas and letting off and the engine braking cause the passenger to kind of go forward a little bit and move their head forward. You know, you might bump heads. I think with the quick shifter it'll kind of, you know, reduce that a lot. I just want to kind of get perspectives on this bike that I'm not seeing online. You know, a lot of the reviews that I see are people saying how the bike's too much for the road. Oh, it's too much. It's too much, you know, it might be a good track bike, you know, it's a track weapon. It's too much for the road. I really don't think that's true. I really do think that it can be used for a lot of different things. You know, and there's people like me who want a bike that's a track weapon and maybe doesn't go to the track. Maybe we do want a bike that we can go ride the back roads with our friends. I mean, yeah, you're pushing a little bit of a risk when you're riding on the road, but it can be done safely. I just don't see too many videos online of people really riding this bike how I think it should be ridden, which I think first and foremost, this bike should be in the canyons or in the twisties. I mean, I've commuted on this bike to work, so no problems at all. That's what I love about the Naked platform is, I mean, it's super comfortable, yet you're still able to get into the attack position. You know, some bikes are going to be more comfortable than others. Some bikes are going to be more aggressive. That's just how it is, but pay attention to traffic for a minute. I'm doing road work forever here. I really like the riding position on this bike. I like the foot pegs. I think they're high but not too high, and they're far back. Gives you plenty of lean angle. And the handlebars, they sit you up comfortably. I'm 6 foot tall, and I think the bike is super comfortable. Now you're a little bit shorter. No, might be a little bit more comfortable. If you're a little bit taller, I mean, I think you'd still be able to get away with riding this bike. And it's crazy, you know, I was just on the freeway right now doing probably an average speed of like 86 miles per hour. You know, and that's what's crazy about the super sports or the leader bikes is, man, I'd be on my R6 and I'd be doing 100 to 120 like the whole way. And that's just where those bikes cruise. The good thing about the Naked bikes is they do slow you down a little bit. I mean, I get it, you know, it is fun to haul ass through traffic and stuff. Maybe not necessarily through traffic, but to haul ass on the freeway, but you don't gotta haul ass everywhere you go. I mean, that's just a bit much, and you know, it kind of slows you down. Going through a tunnel. When you were a kid, you used to hold your breath when you went under tunnels. Me and my sister would do that. We'd hold our breath until we got through the tunnel. I'd love to go out and do some track days. You know, the closest track to me is Buttonwillow, which is a great track. Never been out there. I'd like to do some track days, but I'd also like to do the classes. You know, I want to become a good rider. I want to learn as much as possible. I watch a lot of guys on YouTube, you know, like the Canyon Chaser. Man, that channel has so much knowledge, it's incredible. And then my quick shifter's been working great ever since he lubed this up in here. I guess Triumph knows about it not being lubed properly. There's a little button in there that was getting stuck, and ever since he lubed it up for me, it's been working fantastic. And now that the quick shifter is working fantastic, I mean, it's removed a lot of doubts that I've had in the quality of the bike, and you know, I'm really overall satisfied with the purchase that I've made, especially the deal that I got on it. Like I said, I got a great deal on this bike, and that's what overall made my decision on getting this bike, because I was either going to go the route of, there's really three options, really two options, but there were three. It's either 2.0 factory, the BMW S1000 single R. I really wanted not the M package, but the, you know, the white one. I really like the coloring on that. I like the style of that bike. I think that's a beautiful bike. I think BMW makes one of the best looking sport bikes right now. I love the way this Triumph looks. This bike is beautiful. It's not as flashy. And then obviously the Triumph Speed Triple 1200. And what sold me on this bike was the fact that I got it for $7,000 cheaper than all the other bikes, and $7,000 cheaper than what this bike should have been. So, you know, that definitely helped make my decision about the bike. I got lucky and found a good deal with a good dealership down in Southern California, and I got lucky. I wasn't even going to make an inquiry on the bike because the listing said it had 350 miles and that it was a demo bike. And I was like, oh man, that demo bike probably I was like thinking that the dealership got stoked to have the bike in there, and they went and took one out and were ripping it around and probably didn't take care of it too well, you know, demo miles, and you know, people test riding it, so people not letting the bike warm up properly, just getting on it. And I called him and told him I was interested in the bike, and he said, well, send me an email with your information. And then once I did that, he called me back and was like, yo, so here's the deal. So the bike's brand new. It's like there's literally no miles on the bike. I just can't put it up there as a brand new bike for that price, or else Triumph's gonna freak out. So I put it up here, and that's the deal. And so I was like, all right, sold. All right, guys, made it out here. So these are kind of the long, like, wide open areas right here. Today I'm not going to be so much focused on going fast, like I said, as much as cornering. You know, I could be hauling through here doing 120, but let the tires warm up and practice my cornering. So today's not necessarily about speed, but about being smooth through the corner. I need to wait longer for my corner entry, find the exit, see it hit the apex. And now I'm not the best, I'm not professional or nothing, so, you know, don't crucify me in the comments if I'm saying something wrong. I'm out here doing my best trying to learn. Stay wide, follow the corner, follow the corner, follow the corner, wait for the exit, see the exit and come in. I guess it's a little bit longer than I thought. Came in a little early on that one. But as long as I recognize these things, I can fix these things. Coming up into a little bit of traffic. So when you see cars coming, don't really hit the apex when you make a left-hand turn when you see oncoming traffic. You don't want to have your head out there. Left-hander kind of snuck up on me. I want to be smoother on my corners. More traffic out here than I'm used to. You're gonna brake and let me pass, thank you. Go back at one. Like I said, not necessarily trying to be fast, just trying to work up the corners. There's gonna be some tighter corners the farther up I get. Stay away. corners, so stay wide. Better. I just don't want to be rushing corners anymore, so I need to just learn to wait.